everyone knows life's better with love than being alone. Consider yourself the motive for finding a way to right my wrongs. Catch a locomotive or hit the highway, just move on. Cause it's so fun, no one's upset. You sit on my trunk and watch the sunset. Consider yourself the motive for living my life the way I want. We're creating memories when we drive our parents crazy. We're chasing sunsets, living each day like the last day of our life. And I know this is what we want, cause this is what we do. Free to tell our lies while discovering our truth. I forget that I'm down with you guys around. Cause everyone knows life's better with love than being alone. Consider yourself the motive for finding a way to right my wrongs. Catch a locomotive or hit the highway, just move on. Cause it's so fun, no one's upset. You sit on my trunk and watch the sunset. Consider yourself the motive for living my life the way I want.
This is Chris. He plays EAFC on PlayStation tournaments, winning FC points, cash prizes, and even a few exclusive experiences easily. But how? On his PS5, Chris launched EAFC, found PlayStation tournaments, and registered. It's that easy. New tournaments daily, win avatars, FC points, and more. Compete, win, and claim your prizes today on PlayStation tournaments.
PlayStation.
EAFC is truly a global game, and the stars of the Americas, Africa, and Saudi Arabia put it all on the line to earn their spots in Riyadh. In New York, the EMLS Cup Finals decided the two North American qualifiers.
Paulo Neto will qualify for the FC Pro World Championships.
With their spots secured, Atlanta United's Paulo Neto and New York Red Bulls Gibados took to the stage. In an intense back-and-forth match,
Pele, what a chance it is for Paulo Neto to find the back of the net!
Neto ultimately prevailed 5-4 to win the EMLS Cup title. In Argentina's official E-Liga Profesional, Facu Cohen representing Argentina's juniors stormed the bracket. He beat Talleres' Lautaro Carletti in a grueling 3-game final to lift the championship and claim his World Cup slot. Meanwhile, at the CONMEBOL eLibertadores event in Sao Paulo, Latin America's best competed for 2 World Cup berths. In the end, Tuzzy Esports Brazilian duo Fonseca and Rampazzo finished 3rd and 4th, thus earning the 2 available CONMEBOL spots. In Morocco's Ibatola, a club championship by Maghreb Atletico Tetuan set up a clash of teammates. Fakir defeated Brahim Jr. in a best-of-5 and claimed Morocco's ticket on the road to Riyadh.
وإلى الرد أوصلت الكرة والتسديد والجول. Goal!
Last but not least, the pride of Saudi Arabia will be defended by another ESPL 2025 finalist, Is Goatman. Each of these players will now represent their region and aim to raise the trophy as world champion.
Level up your gaming experience with over 8 billion playlists, only on Spotify, the official audio streaming partner for the 2025 Esports World Cup.
Welcome to the Road to Esports World Cup, where Europe's best EAFC players have battled through their national leagues for a shot at global glory. Strap in as we journey across Europe to recap these hype moments, all leading to the ultimate showdown in Riyadh. Manchester City's dynamic duo, Tex and Matthias, made history in the E-Premier League. In the grand final against Brighton, a defensive mistake in extra time opened the door, and Matthias slammed it shut with a clutch finish. They powered City to its 3rd EPL title, a first for any club, with Tex becoming the league's first 3-time champion. Under the historic ceiling of Amsterdam's Rijksmuseum, Gio Bundy lifted the trophy in one of the most epic venues ever used for an FC final. He held his nerve in the final against breakout star Chris de Boer, who has stunned multiple favourites along the way. Both Dutchmen locked in their Esports World Cup spots and put the EWC back on the map. Spain's qualifiers brought fireworks. Nicolas 99 FC, repping Sevilla, battled his way to a €60,000 grand final and earned his World Cup slot with ice-cold composure. Meanwhile, Emre Yilmaz playing for Real Sociedad dominated the E-Champions League. In the grand final, he kept Anders at bay and became the first ever two-time winner of the E-Champions League. Germany gave us two storylines in one. Levi Finn, after years of heartbreak, finally triumphed, defeating world champion Anders Vergang in a grand final for the ages. The venue erupted as Levi secured his redemption arc. And let's not forget Johnny, the young prodigy who crossed that same final 1 year earlier with an 8-1 demolition. Two elite talents, two different eras, one common goal in Riyadh. In a packed Parisian theatre, Fuma and Brice battled in the most dramatic final of the season. Down 3-1 in a best-of-7, Fuma and his teammate mounted a legendary reverse sweep, capping it with a goal in the 88th minute of Game 7. 5 straight E-League earned titles for Fuma, a French icon. But Brice, undefeated until that very game, showed he's next in line. Both are headed to the Esports World Cup. At the Napoli Comic-Con, veteran Danny Pitbull clashed with 17-year-old Samu Gamer in a true generational final, and the kid did it. Samu Gamer stunned Italy's most decorated pro to claim the crown, but both are headed for the World Cup. It was a passing of the torch moment that had the crowd on their feet. Now, all roads lead to Riyadh. These champions have conquered their countries, but the ultimate battle lies ahead. Rivalries reignite, legends clash, and an FC world champion will rise.
When it's midnight, keeping it tight. If it wanna go to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If I touch my sleeve, it's around there. Wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. Bro like that, I'm back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base. No, I can never act. Been trying to stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black, staying on track. Better show you gun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beef. If you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, coming too clean. Could never move shady, ain't no feed.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman, just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off, slide up. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. What? Throw like that, I'm back to the base.
Shari, what are you doing? Why are you napping on the job? We have a show to go to.
What? I didn't know what happened.
What happened?
What happened?
I don't know what happened, but we have to go. It is day 2 group stage. We gotta go. Come on.
What? Okay.
players in the world.
Fighting for the right to sit on the throne on top of FC. I cannot believe what I have just seen.
This means so much more than you think.
We could be watching something special here.
It's all come down to this one. Your FC Pro World Champion.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of the FC Pro World Championships. We're at the Esports World Cup. We're in Riyadh and we are in the search of our last 16. 8 players made it through yesterday. 8 more out of 16 will make it into the last 16. I will be your host, FG, and I'm joined by Mr. Gravison. And you might notice we've got 2 very special guests on the sofa to kick things off. Manchester City esports coach Edu and Zach Moore, who's representing Stingray. Now, first things first, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Me and Gravison have got to come to you first, Zach, because we've been wondering about a certain thing we saw in yesterday's action between your player Stingray and Abu Maka.
How was it on stage over there? Like, of course we did see the cameras and everything, but didn't we see some things that happened there, and we don't know how's the full story?
I think before the tournament, Sting was pretty much saying Abu Maka's overrated. So I think maybe before the tournament, Abu Maka was maybe thinking that in his mind, and also there's a rivalry between Twisted and Falcons. It was just huge in Saudi. So, and I think also Sting was giving it a bit when he equalised for 4-4. And obviously with the crowd, the crowd was fantastic. But I think probably emotions just got the better of probably both players.
I mean, listen, it's an emotional event, and we've seen a lot of emotion from you, Edu, as well, in the Manchester City side of things. I remember the E-Premier League. There were moments where you were celebrating a lot. Emotion gets the better of you, but as a coach, how important is it to try and keep your player with his emotions in check? Because Zach did try it as well with Stingray as well.
Yeah, I think FC, it's a game has the mental factor, so it's really important to be composed and understand the moments in which you need to be higher and lower.
My question for you would be, Edu, of course Tex has won pretty much everything in FC, so you know Tex plays the game a certain way, but maybe your way to play the perfect FC is different. So how do you approach Tex game in which you say, maybe, I don't know, I think he does this really well, I would change this, but maybe this is something that needs to be changed 100%. So how do you approach the things that you want to tell Tex?
First, I think he's a special talent. He does stuff that no one else does. And yeah, I think there's some things in the game that you need to do. Otherwise, you'll struggle to win some games. But yeah, I think it's finding the balance and also agreeing with him on what's the stuff that he thinks he really needs, what can be improved to get better at the game.
Funnily enough, Zach was smiling there because Zach has also been a coach with Tex at one point in his career. You're with Stingray now, and you seem to have a really, really good relationship. How do you see today going for you?
I'm pretty sure if we win the first game and Sting comes out hot the first 20 minutes, I'm confident we'll win both games today in the last 16 also against Johnny. But first and foremost, Dylan Mike is playing really good right now, so got to win that one first.
Do you think it's a different preparation to the game against Dylan than the ones against Johnny, or do you think it's fairly similar?
I think it's different because Dylan's playing 4-4-2 and Johnny's playing 4-5-1, where Johnny will play more for through balls, so maybe you might have to tinker with the depth or maybe play a different formation if we need to, because it's 2 different play styles.
How much, as coaches, I'll come to you now, how much preparation do you do before an event? Because there'll be people watching at home, probably me included as well, that don't really necessarily give you the respect you deserve, because this is something you prepare for all year round, competitions like this.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the player. There are players that like to get a lot of information. There are others that don't like to have that much. So yeah, I think it's important to know a bit what the other player is going to do, because it gives you an extra percent and it helps you to win the game, in my opinion. But yeah, it really depends on the player and how they like it.
I wanted to ask you about coaches, first Edu and then Zach, because I feel like both of you are really recognized coaches in the scene. And of course we have Nightwatch as well and many other coaches. But do you feel like there is one specific coach which might not be known to the whole scene, but he's really good at his job?
Yeah, I really have one in mind, and I think that's Facus coach Folo. He's Argentinian, and he's really, really good, and I think he's under the radar. But yeah, it would be him if I had to say one.
You, Zach?
I'd probably go for Coach Kaku at Tuzzy. I think people maybe underrate him, or maybe because he hasn't worked with maybe the top players, but I think he's always done a good job and hardworking.
Wow, I mean, that's a great question, by the way, Grav. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Now, of course, it's not just the individuals that are important here at the Esports World Cup in Riyadh. There's also the club championships. Let's head over and explain how things work.
This is the Esports World Cup Club Championship, the ultimate cross-game competition that will crown the best esports club in the world. Let's break down how it works. Clubs will be able to compete at the Esports World Cup and as many titles as they can qualify for. The clubs will then earn points based on their placement in each title. To qualify for the club championship, a club will need a top 8 placement in at least 2 competitions. But to win the championship, a club must place first in at least 1 competition. At the end of the Esports World Cup, the 24 clubs with the highest number of points will earn a share of the $27 million, with the winner taking home a staggering $7 million. And of course, the title of the best esports club in the world. Who will rise above and write their place in history? Watch it all here at the Esports World Cup.
Wow, you heard that right. £7 million to be won by the best esports team in the world. You might have noticed we've done a quick substitution. A very warm welcome to our very own Rich. Day 2, how are we feeling?
Yeah, feeling really good. After hearing the coaches there, both Edu and Zach, Tex and Stingrays will be the final. I'm full of confidence for them too.
Listen, it's going to be an absolutely sensational day of action. Let's stick on the club championship for now then, and let's talk through the prizes, because we just saw in the explainer $7 million for rank 1. Grav, I'm looking at the rest of the figures on here. I'd take 24th place, mate.
I mean, I'll take 17th as well. It's just so much money, really. I mean, could you imagine what $7 million does to an esports club? That's too much money.
It rejuvenates, it reignites an entire club, and that's how you get the points. 1,000 points for winning a game. It's potentially going to be huge when we do get to those rankings and those leaderboards, because it's so tight at the top.
It is extremely tight at the top. I mean, Team Falcons as well, they are in the lead, and you might recognise that name in the FC community, even more so than the fact that they represent Abu Makr already a huge name, especially here, but they have recently just announced they will be signing Anders Vergang. Imagine getting him and then getting your hands on 7 million extra.
Wow, I mean, I do think Abu Makr has a great chance to really score many points for his team, for Team Falcons, but of course Team Liquid.
Yeah, it's all on Team Liquid for me. If things go their way today, there's a good chance they will have 4 players in the last 16. A quarter of the competition, as we go into the last 16, could be Team Liquid. 25%, that's a quarter.
That is a quarter. That's quick maths as well from Mr. Richard Buckley. Listen, we cannot continue without going back to yesterday's action. These are the Kidia top plays from yesterday. I mean, we had a day which was full of action. It had absolutely everything as we look at these clips. Grav, what was your favourite moment?
For me, it had to be that Breeze Fuma game. I mean, those penalties were amazing, but not only that, the things that happened backstage. I mean, that Abu Makr Stingray match, Rich, that was something else as well.
Yeah, it certainly was. Abu Makr did come out on top in the end, but there was just great FC played all day. I think as the day went on, that first round I was a little bit worried because we saw some huge scorelines. At 10-2, we saw Emre Yilmaz win really comfortably as well. But as the day went on, especially when we got into those elimination matches and we started seeing keys being crushed, it got really tense in here.
Yeah, we will come back to the keys being crushed in a moment, but one thing we did see as well was the crowd absolutely incredible, and we are going to see today potential opportunities for redemption, and I'm talking in particular about one game that we can't help but focus on. Tex and Young will be facing off with one player having their key crushed.
Yeah, it was the SMB match of the day yesterday. We're going to have a brand new one for today. If I could pick it, it'd be the same again. We'd be running it back for day 2 because that game, Tech said it in the interview yesterday, I can't lose again. I'm not losing to the same person again. There's 5 rematches today out of the first round that we're going to see. 5 matches. I cannot wait.
And you can see the bracket on the screen right now. 8 players have made it to the round of 16 already, and we've got 16 players wanting to take their place. I mean, if you look at round 1 and you look at the top fixture, one man could be waiting for Guy Barros, and it's Anders Vergang.
Yes, of course. The side of the Group A is Anders Wenger against Fajir, and that, of course, Anders is the favorite. That could be a huge matchup against Guy Barros. But as well, we could potentially see on the lower part of the bracket, Jafonso against Obrun in round of 16.
Got a very, very quick hot take. I know we've got places to be and things to go to. I think Guy Barros, if Anders is that game, I think he beats him.
Oh, and we will be clipping that up and posting it everywhere on socials if it happens. Our very own Richard Buckley with his first prediction of the day. Now, we might mention the keys being crushed. Yesterday we saw Chris de Boer have his key crushed by his teammate. Well, we sent Casey over to the key walls to see some more.
Right, guys, I'm here at the key wall here for the EAFC. We have said goodbye to 8 competitors yesterday. As we can see, some of the keys are crushed. We said goodbye to some massive competitors in the competition. Matias Bonanno from Man City Esports, big shock here. As we look to the other side as well, PH Zin, we said goodbye to the Brazilian yesterday, and we will be saying goodbye to 8 more competitors later on today. Inevitably, though, we have to crown one champion, so we'll be saying goodbye to so many absolutely fantastic competitors. So we will see more of these keys crushed later today. Stick around.
There's so much more to think about when your key is on the wall crushed like that. That is honestly ruthless. Here are the top reactions from PlayStation tournaments from yesterday. There's so many. I'm surprised that the producers have managed to put something together so short.
There's a few that come to mind, obviously Anders with the monitor in there, Cezinha and Matias screaming, but for me it has to be Danny Pitbull after qualifying, the roar, the Italian roar we could say when he stood up.
One right there.
Yeah, maybe.
There were a few roars, weren't there? Also, shout out the crowd yesterday. Absolutely superb all throughout the day. Supporting Team Falcons, Twisted Minds. I even think there was about 40, 50 Johnny fans in there as well that were really, really behind him. So I can't wait to see what today brings. I mean, more elimination games, FG.
As these games get to elimination, the crowd play a huge part in it. We saw it yesterday. We saw Abu Maka essentially when he also comes out to the crowd and sings a song for 30 seconds before the game. If you need any motivation when you've got a support like that, you're in a lot of trouble.
I had the chance to speak to Seba Luoni, the Argentinian player, and also Edu yesterday after the matches ended. And Seba Luoni just told me, when you're playing against Abu Maka, you're playing against 1,000 persons. It's just like not only him, which is a crazy player, but the mental side of playing against so many people.
It's intimidating. It's very, very intimidating.
What do you think about Anders Vergang as well? I mean, we touched on it earlier on. He's now part of the tribe here in Saudi. The fans are going to take to him really well. He's a Falcons player. I mean, he's unstoppable without that, and he thrives on being against it. But having that crowd with him, he could be unstoppable.
I don't think he's unstoppable. And we saw him lose yesterday. We saw Oberon beat him on the main stage with the fan support. Anders Vergang is beatable. And I think all the other players in that bracket who are already through, everyone who won their group, will be looking at him thinking, all right, I've seen the tape. I know what to do. Let's have it.
Listen, we've got so much amazing FC to be played today, and I know how excited these guys are, but we've also got some lovely other casters who we're going to check in with right now.
What are you doing? It's supposed to be the goal of the day.
It's not goal of the day, Mo. We're talking about the games of the day, the SMP match of the day. We've got so many big games happening today. What's going to be your SMP match of the day?
You know, I like the Tex against Young match again, because it's a rematch game. So I would choose the Anders against Facher game. We had the game, it's also a revenge game for Facher. It's a big game for him because when he beat Anders, he's a big man in this scene. And Anders, it's a must win for him.
All right, I'll agree with you on that. Our SMP game of the day will be Anders Vergang against Facher in the rematch. Yesterday, Vergang scored 10 goals against the Moroccan. But let's see how it goes today. So many amazing matches coming up.
Thank you, guys. Welcome to the main stage. I'm here alongside Shells and Ryan Pessoa. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's cool in here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be, of course, being amongst the crowd as well, getting ready for the first set of games today. And yeah, I can't wait to get started.
The players, well, some of them are already out behind us, getting ready. Shells, what will be going through their minds right now?
There's a lot of different situations people are in. You got people having rematches, people playing paper for the first time, but it's about controlling the controllables at this stage. And the players are here, I think they got nothing to lose. They know this is one very important game to keep their dreams alive in this tournament. So I think they're just waiting to get started.
How exciting was yesterday, though, Ryan? Day one, incredible stuff.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, and I feel like the start sort of set the tempo. Anders 10-2 win in that first game, and then losing to Oberon. But then, of course, Shells mentioned a rematch against Fakova, which I think, having that sort of little break between that, obviously that happened yesterday, today's a new day, I think that benefits Fakova a little bit, in my opinion, because it honestly can't really get much worse than what happened yesterday.
I mean, Ryan took the words out of my mouth. It literally can't get worse. And I mean, for Anders, he'll be going into that game kind of expecting to win anyways, but I'm sure Anders thinks that no matter who he's playing against. But Fakova, well, there's no point. Anyone can beat anyone, so he will be going to this game with good expectation.
And of course, this is a must win. So we could see Anders Vergang out, Ryan. What a shock that would be.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a huge shock, and it will be something that none of us would have expected coming into this tournament. For me, one of the favourites, not only to go the distance, but to win the whole thing. And I spoke to him earlier, and I think this is sort of a testament to how confident he is. He's already asking about the next game against Gibados, potentially. So he's not even seeing this as an obstacle where he could drop.
But what about then, Shells, you mentioned Vergang's loss to Oberon. I mean, I know that was a bit of a surprise, but Oberon is an incredible player himself, right? Anders obviously, you know, he got a bit heated in that one, got frustrated. He probably wouldn't have been expecting to lose that, would he?
I don't know. I think Anders actually finds Oberon as maybe his bogey opponent in a way. I guess people look at Anders and think he wins everything, but Oberon is no joke, of course, and especially Levi Finn in the group, who I was kind of had my eye out on. But Anders, I mean, he wants to win every game he plays in, but Oberon is a fantastic player, and there's no reason why he went 2-0 in the groups.
So the other game that will be taking place on this stage shortly is Young versus Tex. Another rematch, by the way. That was such a good game yesterday, Ryan.
Yeah, this one's a big one. And Tex spoke about how he felt like he deserved a bit more out of that first matchup. And Young, of course, is incredible. He's very emotional when it comes to these key moments. And he's got the experience of performing well on these stages. Last year as well, runner-up, he was unbelievable. And yeah, I honestly can't call this one. This is so difficult.
I mean, even for me, that Tex and Young game, I got a good eye out on that, because I'm a big fan of Tex and a good friend of him as well. And I want him to do his best. But I think it's not an ability issue with him. I think it's all about confidence and belief. But I know if he can play his game, he'll give Young a run for his money.
Because Ryan, Young was a finalist here at the Esports World Cup last year. So he probably would have expected to be going quite far this year too, wouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And for him, he didn't start the season as he would have envisioned, but it just shows how strong of a mental fortitude he does have, because he bounced back, managed to win his domestic league as well and get himself in this position. And he's up against a Tex where, if we're basing it off history in the World Championships, Tex has not performed to the level that we know he's capable of achieving. And you mentioned it's nothing to do with ability, it's just sometimes just how the cookie crumbles a little bit. So maybe he might see it as an opportunity to sort of take another name down along the way. You remember last year he defeated Anders handsomely, so maybe he might see that as a way to show that he's one of the best players in the world as well.
And these are two incredibly experienced players, and like you just said, Ryan, they are both used to playing on this big stage, because you guys will know how tough it is to play in this sort of environment, especially with crowds like this.
I mean, yeah, if I was in a crowd against Abu Maka and stuff, I'll be shaking if the crowd is against me. So it kind of works in both ways, because sometimes it can feel that fire inside of you. But I mean, for you, Ryan, how was it playing in front of a crowd?
We played together.
It wasn't too good. It wasn't too great. But no, I think playing in front of a crowd makes everything 10 times better for both the spectators and for the players as well.
Okay, so how do you guys see these two opening games today going?
I'll let Ryan go first.
I think it's a place they're literally right behind us there. I'm seeing Tex looking over them.
Right behind us.
I back Tex against Young. No disrespect to Young as well, but Tex good friend of mine. I always support him.
And in the Anders game, I feel like it's criminal to go against him. When he won 10-2, how can I say he's not going to win again against the same opponent? So
Underdog story though.
potentially, I'm against an underdog story. I'd love that, but I just think Anders has a bit too much.
All right, thanks, guys. Well, like I said, we have big games coming up on this stage. But first, let's have a look at some of the action from day one.
Welcome to the Esports World Cup. It's the FC Pro World Championships. Find a way back in!
O'Brien! We can't take our eyes off this game!
You don't want to face me because I can study you better than you can.
This for me is the group of death. This is the best group.
أنت لا تريد مواجهتي لأن الجمهور راح ياكلك.
Oh, chance, Abu Maka is not out of this one yet. Scores! Abu Maka!
Yeah, that's Johnny.
Oh, come on, take a bow. Oh, come on! That has to be one of the most creative goals we've seen today.
You don't want to face me because how are we going to have a problem on both ends of the field?
Insane goal from Tex. Round of applause.
You don't want to face me because you know my history.
Chance here, cuts it across the box. Lovely extra pass, and Jafonso retakes the lead here in this match.
Oh, really nice attack.
Danny Pitbull.
The feeling is good, but the tournament starts now.
Welcome back to the FC Pro 25 World Championship. Today, it's do or die for so many players playing on this stage. It all comes down to these 8 matches, 8 spots left in the round of 16. Win and you punch your ticket right into the knockout stage. Lose and you leave the tournament in front of the whole world as your key shatters across this stage. Yesterday gave us upsets, dramas, and matches so close that they went all the way to penalties. It's do or die to these players that's playing on stage right now, and there is no time to breathe. As soon as we're done with the group deciders, we're jumping right into the round of 16. There is so much on the line and the stakes could not be any higher. So casters, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Fancy. And yes, welcome back to day 2 of 4 of this year's FC Pro World Championships, which, as he rightly said just a second ago, this is where the competition really starts turning up a notch. We've got one more round of deciding rounds to work out who will be remaining in the competition, as 8 players will be eliminated. There'll just be 16 left as we move forward into the round of 16. By the end of play tonight, in the late evening here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, there'll just be 8 players that remain, with 2 days of quarterfinals and knockouts in front of us. Brandon Smith and Mo Albert guiding you through our first round of fixtures. Mo, you've been into a World Championship before. 2019, you won the whole competition in London, $250,000. How does each day look for you? You're going through, you've survived the group stage to a degree for some of the players, but for others, it's unfinished business.
Yeah, it's some different mindset for the players. The player who comes from the winner bracket, he lost his last game, so he's not that confident like the player who won the last match. So it's a little bit different. We have an exciting game between Fahad and Anders, because normally like Fahad has the advantage because he won the last game coming like with a win, but he lost against Anders.
Goal for the hosts, number 8, Lionel Messi.
with the stamina on his players and 30 more minutes of pressure.
You know what? I don't know what I'm.
You sort of.
I'm shocked.
You've cracked fairy tale mode.
His defending is amazing. Like, he conceded 1 goal in 90 minutes. He's the 32 ranked player. He lost yesterday 10-2 against Anders. So he conceded 10 goals. Like, what he learned from yesterday, it's amazing.
In such short time as well to come back into this one. How long is left in this game? I don't think there's a minute. There's 20 in-game seconds left. Surely not.
It's over.
He's out.
It's over.
The FC Pro World Champion eliminated by that man there. Crazy fucker. Might have just completely.
Ooh, he's playing with the fans from Falcons.
Changed his career. 10-2 loss yesterday. 24 hours later, he's just eliminated the #1 ranked player in the world, who will not be a world champion this year.
You know, I'm really like, he's really good. He's played really good. He beat yesterday Levy-Finn, the best German player in this year. Now he beat the best player in the world with Anders. I can't believe what just happened.
Well, let's head down to Fancy right now as we try and get our heads together. What's just happened there?
Thank you so much, gentlemen. We are back on stage after Fakhr just eliminated the world champion of FC Pro. Congratulations, Fakhr. That was an amazing match. Yesterday, you lost 10-2 to Wolfgang, and now you just beat him out of the tournament. How did he do that?
Actually, I have no words to describe my feelings right now. I'm so happy. Yesterday, I lost 10-2, but today, I proved that I deserve to be here. Thank you to all Moroccans that came to support me from all around the world. Thank you so much, and this is just the fucking beginning!
That is the beginning. After what we saw from that match, we know that you can go the distance and you can go deep into the bracket. But, as you already know, the matches are only gonna get harder and harder, and the pressure is gonna get higher in the round of 16. How do you think are you gonna do against your next opponent?
Actually, now I fear no one. I actually beat the world champion last year and #1 in the world now, so it's only a matter of time now. So I must prepare for more and focus on my games. And yeah, I fear no one right now.
Absolutely. I mean, you definitely deserve that confidence. But you know what this means as well. You get to crush the world champion's key. Are you ready to go do that right now?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's go do it right now. And this concludes the journey for Wolfgang as he leaves the tournament, and his key is about to get crushed by an amazing underdog story, an amazing upset we just witnessed in the group deciders. Fakhr, please enjoy this moment.
I'm here with Stingray. Congratulations on that win. I mean, you made it look easy. 7-1. Talk me through that game.
You know, against Dolan, nothing's ever easy. Thankfully, I just took my chances. He had a period where he was hammering me, and then after that, I was lights out.
How do you feel right now then? You're playing Johnny next, which won't be easy, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's one of the best attackers in the world, and there's never an easy game. I'll be honest, I'm more scared about crushing the key.
You just jumped there when we just heard that one being crushed.
Oh, it's awful. Like, it's just amazing, but the sound gets me every time.
How are you feeling after yesterday? Because I mean, you had a great first game beating PH Zin, and then it was quite a tricky one, penalty shootout against Abu Maka, with the crowd on his side, I think it's fair to say. How is that for you?
It's amazing always playing in them games. Obviously, the Falcons crowd are amazing. They made noise all game for him. Obviously, not nice to lose, but nah, I'd do anything for the rematch.
And tell us a bit about the drama that we saw afterwards, because, you know, we kind of like to see it. It adds a bit of something, a bit of spice to the game. What actually happened?
No, we need a bit of that. We need a bit of, give and take. I don't know what his perspective on it is, but all I know is I'm all for it.
How did you feel coming into this tournament here in Riyadh then? How's your prep been going?
Honestly, I'm the worst practice player in the world. Ask anyone around it, they'll tell you I am terrible in practice. No one plays me because I'm just that bad in practice, but I always know when I come out here, I do what I do best.
You can perform when it matters.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go and crush your opponent's keep? Don't worry, I'll look after you.
Thank you. I'm going to need it. This is the worst part.
He means the best part, obviously. Come on, I'll walk you there. I'm not going to hold your hand whilst the key is crushed, but you will enjoy it. It's fun. This is what the Esports World Cup is all about.
You know, the second that pops, I'm off. I'm running away.
It's running away. Okay, well, enjoy the moment, Stingray. Congratulations.
Two keys just got crushed on stage, and the third one is on the way as Picciotto won his match against his GOAT man. Picciotto, you've been doing great this whole season, but then you had some rocky starts. So how do you feel right now playing in the World Championship?
I play good actually. I'm feeling really good, so let's see.
All right, absolutely. Well, you know what this means as you won an elimination match. This is your first key crush in the EWC. Are you excited to go and do it?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, absolutely. Let's go and do it right now as we prep you for the round of 16 match as you just qualified for the next knockout stage. Best of luck to you, and please enjoy this moment.
I'm here with Tex, who just beat Young. Tex, how are you feeling right now? I mean, I just saw you jump out of your skin when that key was being crushed.
Yeah, that key crushing's the scariest thing in the tournament. It's scarier than playing, but nah, I needed that. I said yesterday I refused to lose to the same player twice in a row, so he beat me yesterday. I was like, okay, I'm gonna win this one today. So like the whole game, I was like, okay, I'm gonna win, and yeah, I managed to do so.
You wanted to get a bit of revenge then, did you?
Yeah, not revenge on him, just revenge for myself. Like, I keep getting knocked out early in tournaments, so I want to get revenge come up for myself and just show the people that I'm still capable of making it far in tournaments. But yeah, obviously one more game today, and I'll be looking to win it.
So what does it mean to you then to have won that game on that main stage here in Riyadh? You said just then that you wanted to do it for yourself, so how do you feel right now?
No, I'm happy. Over the last couple of years, obviously you start doubting yourself, like, oh, I'm gonna lose this game, yeah, I'm gonna lose this game, because like, it's become a bit of a habit, so I'm doing everything I can to get out of it, and today's a big start, and hopefully later today, I can kick on and get another win.
Okay, well, we're gonna head over and crush your opponent's key. I know you've already crushed one, haven't you? But we know what you can do, Tex. Everyone knows what you can do. It sounds like you need a bit more confidence in yourself. Has this given you the confidence that you can go all the way?
We'll see how my next game goes, and if I do well, then obviously it's giving me confidence, but I don't know, we'll see.
All right, well, enjoy the key crushing.
the old people, like Danny Pitbull is one of the most old people in this area, just won 2 times, and now it's my moment. It's always hard to travel, for example, for the tournament with the school. For example, with the E-Champions League, I know it's a sacrifice and I can do it.
In the grand final, which is 17 years of age, Samu Gamer, your Lega E Serie A champion.
My parents understand my passion, I think, like 1 year ago. At the start, no, because they see me only in one room without a PlayStation. And after, when I go to the Serie A like a second player, they see me in television. Now they follow me every tournament. If I have to give an advice to a younger player, I would to say, stay hungry, no fear, work every day.
Zlatan.
Anders Vergang is out of the FC Pro World Championship. The best player in the world will not be in the round of 16. A huge shock here in Riyadh at the Esports World Cup. You're looking at the match results on the screen. And wow, there's only one fixture we're going to focus on from the start, as I'm joined by Ryan Pessoa and Shells.
I mean, yeah, we got to talk about the first result. Fakir taking down Anders Vergang. No one expected this. I'm still a bit stunned, but wow, what a performance from Fakir. He lost 10-2 the day before, but there's just to show the talent in this competition.
20 years old Moroccan player Fakir. If you didn't know him, you know him now, Ryan Pessoa.
Yeah, Shells and I were speaking with Nicole on stage, and I said if this game happened yesterday, I felt like because Anders was sort of in a bit of a flow state against him, I feel like it could have gone a different way. But today it resets. It's a completely different day, and Fakir could have had the night to just reflect, potentially watch more gameplay over Anders and see where he went wrong. And honestly, I felt like Anders did miss a few opportunities in this game. You can see that in these clips as well. That's the goal that he managed to get the equaliser on the 70th minute. But I feel like Fakir had a lot of opportunities where it didn't lead to a shot at goal, but in another day, there could have been 3 or 4 extra goals.
Well, there was one opportunity that Fakir had, and it was the last kick of the game. This is not the clip right now. This was another chance he had with 12 minutes to go. Ryan, you're flinching at that, and so are you, Shells. You probably should have taken it. But here we are with the last kick of the game.
I mean, I was completely stunned when this was going in, but yeah, Fakir had a lot of chances to capitalise, but the last kick of the game, I mean, look at Anna's reaction there. I think we all had the same reaction. We was just a bit stunned, but congratulations to Fakir as well. But yeah, what a story.
What a story, and what a way to announce yourself here at the Esports World Cup. We're looking at the recent results. If you don't know who this man is, he is Mr. Consistent. He is consistently in the top bracket. Well, he hasn't even made it to the round of 16.
Yeah, you can see on the screen where it just showed his first, obviously in the FC Pro Open, winning that event, and then second in the E-Champions League and, of course, the Virtual Bundesliga. This one just feels, it feels different. I don't even know where to begin. I'm quite speechless because I don't even feel like the biggest Anders critics couldn't have writ a storyline like this. This just feels, I don't even know.
He is genuinely speechless. Yeah. I mean, one man who did predict it, who made a statement earlier on in the show, is our very own Richard Buckley. We asked the production team to clip that up. We'll get that clip at some point for you. Here is the bracket, the last 16. We're down to the final 16. Look at Danny Pitbull against Tex, by the way. What a game that is. Danny Pitbull against Tex.
I mean, yeah, Tex is definitely looking to bounce back. It was pretty big result against Young, obviously losing to him around before, but he's up against Danny Pitbull, who's a great player as well, so we'll be excited to see who comes on top on that one.
And once again, there is no Anders Vergang in this. Who's your favourite now, Ryan?
Nicholas,
and that was predicted as well. Listen, it's nearly time to get going once again. Let's head over.
Well, anything can happen, can't it? Anders Vergang eliminated, grouped at the FC Pro World Championship. That's your headline, and we've got more headlines too right here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, coming to you live from the Esports World Cup as part of the grand finals of your FC Pro season for 2025. We're going to find out who's going to be going into that top 16. 8 players confirmed. We've got to find opponents for Abu Maka, Emre Yilmaz, Nicholas and Oberon. It's a stacked field, and you've got 2 stacked casters joining you alongside myself, Richard Buckley, the one, the only, Javi Alvarez, Gravisan. Welcome.
Welcome everybody to the FC Pro Championships at the Esports World Cup. Jafonso versus Resende gonna be our game featured here on the D stream. Both players who have of course fought their way through the lower bracket in their particular groups. This is actually coming in from Group H, this game. And now we have elimination as a consequence for whoever will fall out of this game. Jafonso going to be attacking here in the Al Hilal kit, the Al Nasser kit, excuse me. And he's going to be attacking from left to right here to start this game off, and immediately almost manages to get in behind. This time the offside trap going to be good enough to keep Resende in the game. Resende, who was so impressive yesterday, of course, we saw him taking on Gio Bundy, a 5-1 win for him in that game. Jafonso fell in the upper bracket final, down to this lower bracket final with a 3-1 loss against Guy Barros. So looking both players to keep their tournament hopes alive here and qualify from the group. A little switch of the play here. Finds Lucio. Hansen on the far side, going to fire that ball into Messi. Here's Harry Kane up front. This time around for Resende. Overlap and run inside, coming from Cantona. Hits the byline, hits the post. Almost manages to sneak that one into the near post. Unfortunately for him, the woodwork holds strong enough to keep this game tied up at 0-0. Well, here's Jafonso looking to respond. Eusebio, some good footwork to find the half a yard that he was looking for there to get that ball in, but give it away a little bit carelessly. Strong tackle though to win the ball back here for Resende. And both players aggressive in their attacks, direct in their attacks as well. This could be a high-scoring affair. Certainly a game that could present a lot of chances to both players. A little bit of a mistake here from Resende though. Player can't keep it in on that far side. Pele into Eusebio. Pele gets that one back. A little bit of space starting to open up. Cantona going to clean up the mess that looked like it was going to be created. Here's Yaya Toure, though, winning that ball back. Pele tries to fire it into Eusebio on that far side. And now in behind, Harry Kane's got space to run into. Stam is doing his best to keep up with the Englishman. There's Resende with half a chance here to create in the edge of the box. Vitinha. Eusebio with a little dinked ball over the top. Will win that one back. Keeps possession, keeps the pressure on here. Nuno Mensch on the near side. Turns away from his man. Eusebio now into Messi. Little pocket, thinking about the Trivela maybe. Goalkeeper just steps across. Canate going to be safe enough to gather that one in. And Jafonso now can start his own attack here. Overlapping run on the far side from Alphonso Davies. Pele plays Davies back in. The Canadian attacks the byline now. Dinks it in towards that back post. Mamardashvili good enough. And Resende good enough just to confidently bring that one down and keep possession here. Little pocket of space here for Lionel Messi. Runners outside of him. Vitinha. The overlapping run from the fullback continues, but won't be able to beat the offside trap this time around. But again, promise in attack. No clear strikes on goal that are really going to test the goalkeeper outside of that one Trivela attempt we saw. That's 20 minutes elapsed in this first half. Corner here for Jafonso, whipped in towards the near post. Big save from Vicario. I think it was Mamardashvili who got up for it. There's another opportunity and another big save from the Italian. Two big saves here for Resende from his goalkeeper from the corners, and now up the other end is Harry Kane. Support arriving. Kane holding this one up for Resende. Finally, some defensive shape starts to re-establish here for Jafonso. And an opportunity at both ends, one on the counter-attack after the two headers. But we still find ourselves at 0-0. Here comes Resende though with Cantona. Hits the byline, it's Graham, looks for the croqueta and the finish afterwards. And again, Kanate good enough and big enough between the posts to make a good save. Vitinha gives the ball away. Here's Harry Kane. Vitinha continues the run here. Jafonso in on goal. Slots it in the near post. And Jafonso will break the deadlock here. He finds the first goal on the stroke of 30 minutes in this first half. Vitinha doing the work to win the ball back. Kane just holding the ball up. And then a beautifully timed through ball. Vitinha with a ball roll and a low finish into the near post. We'll give Jafonso the lead here. And it's been threatening to come in the last few minutes, though, opening goal. And it's Jafonso who will be credited with it. So Resende now has to respond. Almost manages to do so immediately. Alphonso Davies had to use every single one of his pace attributes to cut that ball out. Here's Kane, who was provider in that first goal, dropping deep once again. Matuidi, good tackle from Cantona though, good pressure from Resende. Kane's in behind off the back of this player lock. Tries to go around the outside of Mamardashvili. Not going to be able to do so, though, and that'll be a very, very important shoulder barge coming in to turn that ball back over here to Jafonso. Eusebio attacking the byline. Turns back inside now to Davies. Here's Vitinha looking for his second. Goes low again. The goalkeeper equal to it. And Resende has got to thank his goalkeeper for some really important saves in this game. On the far side is Eusebio. It's Lucio who makes the block. But Jafonso's just starting to cook a little bit in this first half. Goes in towards the far post. Yaya Toure trying to fight and battle for the pieces that fall down. But Resende now on the counter-attack doesn't even get a chance to slide that ball in behind. Great tackle this time from Stam. Player lock on the outside. Gonna find the run of Lucio. Lucio with a chance to pull it back here to Yaya Toure. A combination of Vicario and Stam will keep this game at 1-0. A little bit less threatening, that shot from Yaya Toure, but again, Vicario proving a good pick, excuse me, for the goalkeeper position in the draft. Really is doing some good work here for Resende. Might be called into more action here as well as Pele. It's going to step forward. The overlapping fullback starting to create a little bit of space here for Jafonso. Whips that into the back post. Vicario again gets to his feet. Defenders desperately trying to keep this at 1, but it's going to be the second goal that goes in for Jafonso. Harry Kane gets the finishing touch with a low-driven shot down at the near post. You're seeing that ball in towards the back post. The first time the header almost beat Vicario. The ball breaks to Harry Kane in the box after just bobbling in the way of Pele. And now a 2-0 with the way they started to flow in attack. Jafonso is looking very, very good here to keep his tournament going. So as we approach half-time here, Resende has to find a way back into this game. Goal just before half-time would give him that opportunity to feel a bit more comfortable at the break here. And having possession from the restart will give him a chance to construct an attack of his own. Here's Messi. A little bit of a chance. Vitinha just stepping through the defensive shape momentarily, but a combination of Vitinha and Matuidi just crowd him out on the edge of the box. Attempt at the first time through ball there, just over the top of the defense, is going to be ineffective this time around. The 6'6" frame of Mamadashvili again, enough to cut that one out. Here's a player lock from Jafonso, and there's space out wide here for Toure. Pele going to attack the box. Runners are arriving here. Finds the lovely reverse ball to Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a double save from Vicario. Still can't clear the ball, and finally, Resende will send us to half-time here. But Vicario really has kept him in this game. Some massive, massive saves. Keep the game at 2-0 here for Jafonso. The second half is coming up in just a few moments time here at the FC Pro World Championships at the Esports World Cup. Can Resende get back into this one? Well, a second half that requires a comeback from Resende here if he wants to keep his run alive here at the FC Pro World Championships. Jafonso with an impressive first half, up by 2. And it, to be honest, could have been many, many more. Some really big saves coming in from the goalkeeper of Resende, Vicario. Certainly proving to be a good pick in between the sticks. However, Alphonso Davies is going to find Pele. He's going to have to make another save. And even though he can't, the post initially keeps it at 2, but the follow-up from Harry Kane might have now put this game beyond doubt. It's 3-0 to Jafonso. And this time it's the underlap from Alphonso Davies. Little nutmeg cancel. The ball just falls to Harry Kane, having struck the post. And unfortunately here for Resende, a little scratch of the head. He's got to find a way to get back into this.
Goal for the hosts, number 11, Harry Kane.
You feel like Resende has to score next in this game. Some changes been made. You can see the fullbacks exchanged. Benjamin Šeško on this near side in the right back position. Harry Kane with the L1 speed boost though. This could be 4. Harry Kane's not going to miss from there. Jafonso is not going to miss from there. And I mentioned how the next goal was important as to where this game would be going. Well, at 4, Jafonso looks like he might have a very comfortable second half here. A very simple goal at this level. Simple turn from Harry Kane. The L1 speed boost into the space. And then a green time finish across goal. Means that Jafonso now finds himself firmly in the driver's seat. Overlapping run from Hansen. Cannot find a target in the box though. Resende, not been too much to talk about after the first few minutes of that first half. Some changes now going to be coming in. No surprise to see that. It's tournament lives on the line, remember, for both of these players. Can Resende find a hero off the bench here? Jafonso squeezing his defense up, using that offside trap, and it works beautifully well. No space whatsoever or time to think for Resende. And now Jafonso can just take his time in attack as well. No pressure on his shoulders. 4 goals. Thinks that one up to Torre, using the Ivorian's frame to make sure he wins that header. Attempts that Trivela as well. The referee brings this one back and turns possession back over to Resende. Beautiful turn from Resende. That L1 Magidi nearly finding him a little bit of space. Vitinha in behind, but not timed well enough to beat the assistant referee's flag once again. Here's Nuno Mensch on the far side. Bobby Charlton now. Cantona thinks about the Trivela, didn't green it, and Canate flies across his goal, but at least a little bit of pressure here for Resende. Jafonso just not had to deal with enough in this game so far. Well, Resende nearly finds a goal from the corner there. A little bit of a loose ball across the box. Should be able to collect it, though. Lukaku will do the defensive work. Now Jafonso looking for a 5th to really send some signals out to others here at FC Pro World Championship. There's a wonderful ball. There is the 5th. The football is flowing. Jafonso is bouncing. And with just under half an hour left in game here, Jafonso does make it 5, excuse me. Eusebio to the edge of the box. A first-time ball from Vitinha. And Yaya Toure with a simple finish across the goalkeeper. Looking a little bit too easy for Jafonso at the moment. And looking a little bit like this will be the end of the road for Resende, the Brazilian. We put some good scores on the board a little bit earlier in the game that we covered here on the D stream. Maybe this one just a little bit of a step too far, though. However, got a half chance here. Kane across goal. And he does find at least one here. We have seen some crazy comebacks at this tournament. The deficit between the two players, certainly more of a chasm than a gap at this point. Marquinhos threading the ball through after the play lock to Harry Kane. Ball roll. Low-driven Trivela. And at least it's given Resende something to celebrate here. But you feel like most of the attacks that he has at this point have to find at least an opportunity to test the goalkeeper if he does want to pull off somewhat of a miracle comeback here. A lot of space for Jafonso in behind, though. Resende chasing the game. There's going to be gaps. There's going to be space. And there's going to be a goal here. The goalkeeper moves out to try and project the cross coming in. But Benjamin Šeško off the bench restores the goal lead that Jafonso would work hard to get it just a few moments ago. And now at 6-1. The overlapping run from Šeško is found by Toure. But at 6-1, you got to feel that this one's game over. And Jafonso at the moment, and he's just almost toying with his opponent. Almost threads that one through. Lukaku had to mark 2 lanes there, but the ball turned over immediately. Here's Makalulise looking for that return ball, just dinked over the top, but it's going to be still possession here for Jafonso. The pressure just relentless at the moment. Here's Šeško in behind once more. Resende at 6s and 7s gives the ball away again. It's Elise. Looks for that Trivela. Resende just forced to try and force the game at the moment. You can see he's desperately just trying to hit first-time balls in behind. Kane will pick the ball off, though. 15 in-game minutes left. Still 5 goals, the difference between the two players. Mamardashvili with a really good interception here. Resende looking to at least have something fun to remember at the end of this game with a couple of goals that he's searching for. But it's been a pretty complete performance from his opponent here, Jafonso. And with Šeško fresh off the bench and in behind once more. He's looking for his second, instead looking to turn provider. Pele! No goalkeeper movement this time. But it very easily could have been 7 there. Still a corner to defend for Resende. Jafonso just putting his foot down on the gas right now. Another corner to defend here. Taking short last time. It looks like Jafonso is going to look to do the same thing. Tinya gives it away, though. Maybe a half chance on the counter-attack. Here's Hansen. Support is arriving. But again, it's Jafonso who just looks so good in defense, even when he's been attacked on that counter-attack. Finds a way to read the play like he does there with Yaya Toure this time around. Šeško battling with Lukaku. And Resende does get himself in behind. He's got a man over inside the box, but gets it all wrong. A And you can see the reaction of Resende there. I think he's a bit frustrated. Sees the funny side of it. I don't think he was looking for a flare pass in that situation. Pele. Into the last 10 minutes now. Attacks that byline. Tries to squeeze it under the goalkeeper. One back almost immediately though. There's the step over attempted. Referee is going to call this one back. And a chance for Jafonso here from the set piece. To add to the highlights of this game. It's Eusebio. It's a goal. It's a 7th for Jafonso from the free kick. And as soon as he stepped up to this one, he looked all confidence. And it's Eusebio who threads it into that top corner. A beautiful free kick from him. And Jafonso will be keeping his run going here at the FC Pro World Championship. So for Resende, been a tough day here. Jafonso just outclassing him a little bit in this game. As we enter the last few minutes here, it's Šeško who's in behind once more. It's timed to perfection. Šeško back to Elise on the left foot. And it's Šeško on the other side here for Resende with a heroic header off the line. But here's Williams. She's dancing her way through. Will not be an 8th at this point, though. Another chance here for Elise. The post is struck once again for the 2nd time in this game. Almost still finds its way into the back of the net. And even at 7-1, Jafonso is pressurizing Resende's goal. Yep, Stammer again with a huge tackle. Here's Elise. Williams into the feet of Pele. Just going to be caught offside. Harry Kane through from the restart here for Resende. Still can't find the target. That's kind of synonymous of his performance in this game. The referee will have a chance to bring this one to a close in the next few seconds. And the referee will do exactly that. Jafonso continues to stay alive here at the FC Pro World Championships at Esports World Cup. A 7-1 victory for him. Keeps his chances alive and collecting another trophy. Thank you all for watching here on the D stream. And make sure to switch over to the A and B streams now for more competition coverage that's going on from the FC Pro World Championship.
What a game.
What a game.
But we've still got business in the groups to resolve. The last game before we get into our knockout bracket stage. Faku Cohen and Samu Gamer 2-2, and we're going into extra time.
I do believe that Samu's playing a better FC match, if I'm honest. I didn't really like what I saw from Faku on that second half. I think he was doing the same kind of build-up every single time, and Samu was defending it well, so...
And you could say the one time he changed it,
it was a goal.
He scored.
Yeah. I mean, you got to change things up, especially Samu's a great defender. You do the same thing every single time. You want to score goals.
How important is it when you go from 90 minutes, you score late to force extra time, you've got to get that heart rate back down, you've got to reassess that breathing, you have to calm down.
It is massive. I mean, that's why probably Follow told him to take the full pause, because your pulse is way too high, so your mind is not thinking straight. You gotta take at least 60 to 90 seconds to just breathe it in.
That last attack, by the way, from Faku Cohen, all instinct.
Yes, it
Instinct took over. He knew it was his last roll of the dice. And he won the jackpot as that's dinked into the box, but Kanate will always be favourite.
I don't know if you've seen the new F1.
I've not.
There is a scene with Brad Pitt just flying on the track. I gotta tell you, sometimes you gotta just
gotta let it fly.
Just stop with the game plan. Just let it fly.
We've got the best players in the world. They're all peacocks, and sometimes you just gotta let them strut their stuff. And let them fly.
It seems like now
the pace has slowed down.
It has, and Samu's not comfortable at all. You can see his game cam. You can see the way he's moving. You can see the way he's breathing, actually.
When Samu Gamer was probably thinking when he shot wide with Messi, Faku Cohen, 90th minute, he's over. And then you see +2. And then you know, I've just given the ball away in the 91st minute. I have to defend here. So much going on mentally in the brain, in those just instinctive moments, as that's dinked over the top. Vieira is onside! Samu Gamer, very, very calm as he goes 3-2 up on the stroke of half-time in extra time.
He knows the job's not done. I mean, it was just a perfect attack, really. He triggered the run with Vieira, went for a pass him to the wing for a first-time lob through ball. It was perfectly controlled by Vieira to make it 3-2, but he knows he has to defend not only the kickoff,
but an entire half. Long ball pass plus, proving its worth there. Perfectly timed. We saw a lot of first time over the top through balls in the game between Anders earlier on today and Fakir. And because the pass wasn't necessarily perfect, the player had to take an extra touch. That one straight into his stride. Vieira one touch out, and then you can focus on what sort of finish you want to put on it.
He doesn't have time to attack. That's 15 minutes left to play for Faku Cohen. Now it's probably gonna take the full pause. You can see him drinking. You can see him talking with his coach Follow as well. Samu seems to be... I don't think he played a really great first half. I think he lost possession too many times, but to be honest, that doesn't count if you just do the perfect attack at the perfect timing, which he did.
Yep.
But I do feel like in this second half of the extra time, he'll have to play better. Samu, he'll have to keep possession, he'll have to be aggressive with the defenders, and I really like the way he's defending the cutbacks with the Cam, running backwards with Kane. I think he's defending them really great with the second man press as well. Faku has to try to change things up, probably a change of formation into a 4-4-2, maybe try to look for the player locks into this space, because the way he's attacking, I feel like he's building up well. He's attacking good on transitions as well, but when he's looking for those spaces in the last third, just not good enough.
Just to bring you some of those other results while we wait. Paloneto 3, Bryce 5. It was Levi David with a 6-4 victory in his game against Rampazzo. And Jafonso once again beating Resende in the groups to set up a top 16 clash for last year's Esports World Cup champion. As we find out, we have to go from 17 to 16. But who will take the final spot? Faku Cohen or Samu Gamer?
That's a great ball.
Samu has a chance. It's Vieira just in front of the defender there, slightly rushed.
And now the left back is out of position. Look at Nuno Mendes tracking back the run, but his stamina won't be great now.
Fresh legs off the bench, super important here. There's James, digs over the top, Sesko! Big save!
And now the right back is out of position, so a chance for a counter-attack. Look at Cantona. That's a great player lock.
Eusebio is onside, driving to the byline, cuts it back, it's Messi! But it doesn't matter, because big Scotty McTominay is in the right place at the right time for Samu Gamer.
It's a game of fullbacks. Nuno Mendes, fullback, tracked the run, but Sesko wasn't good enough to finish the chance, and Sesko was high up the pitch. You can see he was lucky with the player lock, of course. Konate tried to get the ball back, but McTominay made it 4-2. Wow.
And that could be game. That could be checkmate. Facu Cohen with everything to do.
I gotta tell you, if we were pointing fingers, Sesko.
Could he have passed that? When he was had the chance, he shot. I don't know if there was a pass
I don't know if there was a pass. He could have gone maybe for, I don't know, green near post, but I feel like in the Samu's third and fourth goal, Sesko has been not really good at defending. The positioning has been awful, really, in those two chances.
We see where he is now. It's all hands to the pump for Facu Cohen. Inacio is offside. And with every second that ticks by, Samu Gamer is putting one more foot in the top 16.
Now, he doesn't need to rush, really, especially with the passing. Oh, that's beautiful FC right there, Richard.
Eusebio, if he can pick a pass, can write his name in the top 16 and kill this game off. But he just dribbles straight out of play. That's another mistake. And will that one be crucial? I think it could be, because Samu Gamer is not going to give this ball away lightly. He's going to make Facu Cohen work for it, pull players out of position, and just slowly but surely see that clock drain. It has to be perfect FC here.
It really has to be.
And that's not how you do it. What a game. For Samu Gamer and Facu Cohen, it's a display worthy of a World Championship here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Part of the Esports World Cup and the FC Pro World Championship.
I'm just having a look now at Sesko's stats. 84 composure, 85 balance. It's just not good enough.
And that's it. Congratulations to Samu Gamer. Torino have got representation in the top 16. Facu Cohen's double award championship season comes to a close at the hands of the youngster Samu Gamer, who looks exhausted on the main stage, Graf.
Well, he has to play another game, the round of 16 today, so I mean, if he's exhausted, he should try to look for energy somewhere, because the job's not done yet.
We are going to go down to the stage very shortly. You can see Fancy just getting Samuel over, because in moments like these, you want to celebrate with the crowd, you want to celebrate with the fans. However, you've also got business to attend to. There is 4 keys to crush, as Fancy is joined by Samu Gamer now.
Auguri di nuovo.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Back on stage after Samuel Gamer just qualified to the round of 16, as he's now one of the top 16 players around the world. And keep one thing in mind, he is still 17 years old, one of the youngest players to ever play on this stage in the FC Pro World Championship. Samuel Gamer, how do you block all the noise and stay focused on this match, especially that you have such a big crowd right now?
Come hai fatto per bloccare tutto il suono di fuori, speciale con tutta quella tribuna che c'è?
Come ho fatto?
Per bloccare tutto il suono di fuori, tutto il buio.
I just focus on my game. I don't hear anyone, only my coach, and it was good. I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you hear what they're chanting right now. They're chanting Abu Makka because that's your next opponent in the round of 16. What do you want to say to them right now?
I respect Abu Makka and who follow Abu Makka. I don't want to do anything.
All right, well, best of luck. It's going to be an exciting match, but right now you get to crush your opponent's key. So please come with me to the key crusher as we gear up for the round of 16. More slots are being filled out. Just a few remain. And now it's Samuel Gamer's moment to crush his opponent's key.
I'm here with Bryce. Congratulations on that win. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel good, of course. Yesterday was a hard day for me because I was bad. I lose against Polo Neto yesterday and now I beat him. I am happy about that. And of course, GG to him. He's a really great player. And yeah, I am happy to be in the knockout. But now I want to go more.
You face Nicholas next. How are you feeling going into that game? Because we all know how good Nicholas is.
Yeah, of course, it's a dream for me to play Nicolas in the World Cup. But yeah, I am here to beat him and to win every game. Then I will give everything for that.
We just saw Anders Vergang get knocked out, though, by Fakir. Does that make you feel more confident that you can beat a favourite like Nicholas as well?
Yeah, but for me it's the same. Even without this game, I think if I play at my best, I can do something good, and I will need this win.
What does it mean to you to be here in Riyadh at a world championship? It must feel so special.
Yeah, of course. This means a lot of things. For me, he's maybe the GOAT of the FC player. And yeah, of course, it's really my goal to beat him now.
Should we go and crush your opponent's key? I know you did this yesterday. I think you enjoyed it.
No, yesterday I don't enjoy because it was my friend. But yeah, we will do.
Well, you've got a smile on your face now, so I will let you crush your opponent's key.
A huge win in the group decider match. You are now one of the top 16 players from around the world. So just tell me, how do you feel? What does it mean to you to be part of the best of the best?
Obviously, top 16 is good, but we're looking for more. Gonna get a really tough matchup right now in Emre, another teammate. Seems to be a crazy coincidence. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm feeling confident, and yeah, just buzzing to play the next game.
Absolutely. I mean, do you think it's an advantage that you're playing against a teammate that you know that his play style and you know how he thinks about the game?
We know each other quite well. I think we've played over 50 games this year against each other, so it should be advantage for both. So on the other side, also disadvantage for both. I think it's in my favor that I already played one game, so I warmed up a bit. Although there's still 2 hours that we have to wait. I'm just looking forward to it. Emre is one of the best, if not the best player in the world. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen.
Absolutely, you're one of the best 16 players around the world. You said it yourself. But now that you won an elimination match, you get to crush your opponent's key. So let's go and do that right now as you head into your next match. Yes, it's against your teammate, but it's going to be an exciting one nonetheless. So please enjoy this moment and crush your opponent's key.
I'm here with Jafonso. Jafonso, a big win on the stage just now against Resende, who is a quality player. Talk me through that game.
Yeah, I think it was the best game I played during the group stage. I felt confidence. I was playing really well. So yeah, hope to keep the momentum.
You won it all here at the Esports World Cup in Riyadh last year. Firstly, what did that mean to you, and what would it mean to do it all again this time?
Yeah, it will mean a lot. Nobody did a back-to-back, so yeah, I'm still here. Let's try to do it, but it will mean a lot.
How are you feeling ahead of your next game?
Yeah, I know I'll play Oberon. He's playing really well, but yeah, let's see.
What is it like for you to be back here in Riyadh, though? Because it must bring back such fond memories.
Yeah, I have really good memories from last year and also from the Saudi fans. So yeah, this year I hope to win again. And yeah, with this amazing crowd, let's go.
Oh, I love that. They are cheering you on. But walk with me, Jafonso, because you are now going to crush your opponent's key. Are you ready? This is what we love to see here at the Esports World Cup. Enjoy the moment, Jafonso.